Hey guys, welcome back. Here's another book review for you. I know it's a little late. The last week's been a little chaotic for me, so bear with me. I'm going to be working on catching up a little bit this week. Yeah, so let's get to it, shall we? Over the last 2 weeks, I guess, we'll say, I've been reading this book, Masters of Sales. It's a book I've had for a little while, something I've been meaning to read, and it's actually, I'm kind of glad that I spent the 2 weeks on it, because if I had just sat down and read it and not really paid any mind through certain sections of it, I wouldn't have really appreciated it as well as I think I have. And especially with the fact that I need to learn how to sell my business, much less my software products, it's definitely a good read. The overarching theme of it is relationship selling. And, we're all familiar with cold calling and all those kinds of things that everybody hates. Whether you're the one doing the cold calling or the one on the other end of the phone that's being cold called, cold calling's just bad all the way around. So, relationship selling, essentially what that is that's developing a kind of more or less of a friendship with your clients. And showing that, you do care about their priorities, you do care about their needs, wants, and desires, and you want to help them accomplish that, regardless of whether it's with your service or otherwise. Service, product, whatever you're trying to sell. And it actually goes a long way. And I've kind of been doing this, but not quite to the level that this book preaches. And there have been some really good points in terms of helping to steer your prospects a little bit to make the sale on your side, so that you actually make some money and not just are playing, matchmaker for whatever prospect you're talking to and whatever else might be in your network that works for them. So one of the things is in the building rapport phase, you can ask strategic questions about their goals, about some of their personal interests, things like that. Do your research. That was another thing, is do your research. And if you uncover common interests, like for example they used the example of one of the guys in the book had found out that one of his clients was a cyclist. And so he used that in his conversations, kind of brought a personal element to the conversation, saying, hey, how's the training for such and such race going, or such and such marathon, or whatever, and ended up making a much closer bond with his client because of that, and in turn making a lot more sales because that client appreciated him not just on a professional level but on a personal level as well. And so there's all sorts of little things in this book that help you bridge the gap between personal and professional to make you more appealing to your clients, and in turn make your clients more appealing to you, I suppose. So definitely recommend the book. There's a lot of good strategies in it. There was a list of 10 questions that you could ask during kind of a prospecting interview with a client. And I do have those in a Google Doc, so if you're interested, leave a comment on my my Facebook page, or shoot me a private message or what have you, and I will get those questions to you. Or you can just pick up the book and read it yourself, because those questions are great, but the other things that you could use to wrap around the questions in that conversation are also pretty priceless. This is a book I think I'm going to probably read again later in the year, if or at the very latest a year from now, just because it has so much good material in it that I don't want to forget. And so it's a good book. I definitely recommend it. The next book on the list is The Four Agreements. And I don't have it sitting right next to me right now. I'm kind of in my little book corner by the window. But the next book is The Four Agreements. A number of my friends and colleagues have just been raving about this book, so I'm like, all right, fine. I'll pick it up, see what this thing's all about, and in a week's time, if not less, you will get another review from me. So I'm hoping to try and catch up a little bit in terms of my schedule, because obviously I'm a week behind. So, thank you guys for watching. Check out the book. Let me grab it here just so you can see it. It is Masters of Sales by Ivan Misner and Don Morgan. And yeah, if you pick it up, let me know what you think. I'd love to get your thoughts and maybe start some discussion on it. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.